And, if you wish.
Commissioner
stand
Gator.
Here.
Commissioner Gallagher, Commissioner Buckley.
Here.
There's a quorum present.
Okay, if you would, stand for the pledge of allegiance and invocation.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father God, we thank you today for all the gifts that you give us, for our freedoms, the freedom to assemble, the freedom to govern ourselves. We ask that you give us wisdom and guidance and care for all of our working family as they fight their challenges. And all these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, it's not working, so.
It's not working okay, or overhead's not working right. So, consent agenda, it's just approval of minutes. It'd be appointment order for Lake Birch Legal Secretary at $16.06 per hour for the prosecuting attorney. The disposal of broken equipment tag for the treasurer, and transfer equipment tag 2396 from Owl Creek to Road and Bridge. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I'll second that. Any questions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, moving on. We have no tabled agenda items. We're moving on to general business, and I see Brian's not here, but we have a bid opening for a metal roof at Weber Road.
All we have is one bid.
We only have one bid. Now, let me ask you something. Were we bidding metal and shingle, or just metal?
This is just a metal. We tried to bid the shingles a couple weeks ago, and we didn't have a bidder, but we can go out and get that on the market. I think we got it, we need to, but it depends upon this, how this comes in. It's economically advantage to us to install the solar panel on the metal roof, then you don't have to go out and tear it
Now,
out.
what we'll do, we'll overlook this bid and then we'll announce it later, or since we only have
This is
one?
from Verigy.
Yes. Yep.
That's the company out there.
Okay. Will we set that on the table, Kevin, and let them
Yeah.
look?
But I wish they would send a bid with it.
All they did. They didn't.
Oh, yeah, there we go, it's in the middle.
Okay. So,
You may be getting a regular bid again, too.
okay.
Okay. So, we'll just move on, then we're gonna look this over, and, then we'll announce that later.
Right.
So, we'll move on to the second, to be a door lock system at JDC.
Yeah, let me
And
go over
Kevin's
that.
gonna talk about this.
Is this the one?
This is
Okay,
for the
here.
lock system down
Right,
at the
this is the bid we
JDC.
had last week, and remember, we had two bidders?
Yes.
Well, right after our meeting, we got contacted by this company, and they said, why didn't you open our bid? So we didn't have your bid, and they said, well, we sent it priority mail, and they said they delivered it, and we went, and it was in our box downstairs. So everybody, delivers their mail here, and the UPS, everything else, so we signed for it, it was sitting in, but the post office certified that it was there prior to the bid opening, and it was in our possession, even though it wasn't in our possession up here. So this one has not been opened yet, but we need to open this one because it qualified for.
That'll allow us 3 bids then.
Right, then you can evaluate the bids and figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
But this is the first time we ever did that, but we don't check the box. If you've been in our office on the morning
Yes.
commission meetings, we're covered, we just don't go down there, keep checking the box. We've got to rely upon the assumption that if it's a bid, that they know it's got.
Okay, and then Erica's here, and I know she works down at the JDC, so I guess she'll be looking at these bids and
Right, coming
let
back
us
to you
know.
with a recommendation, I assume for next week, if you
Yes,
have
we
a
will try to make a
recommendation.
decision by next week.
Okay, so just get it on the agenda so that we would know it is, so we've got this.
Envelope and envelope.
Envelope.
Yes.
I'll leave this up here as well, so that if anybody from the public or anybody.
Is this a priority situation? I mean, is it, are the locks working now and everything?
They are working, but we're having trouble getting the parts, the bright switches. So it's something that needs to be done soon.
So the commission might want to move up your approval to review these bids in the event that they don't have the necessary equipment to be secure in their building.
If you can get together and get one, or get a recommendation.
Are you wanting to do it
we can have
today, is that what you're saying?
I'm
Not
okay with
necessarily.
waiting till next week. Next week.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
if you
you're gonna
need a
have-
special meeting.
You don't have the other bids with you or anything, do you? All right, well, this has a detailed breakdown on the costs.
That's a good question, Lou.
So Erica, you're gonna look these over and get with us. You're fine this week then?
Yes, we can make a decision next week.
Thank you.
Okay. And then you're gonna recommend next week what we'll do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Brian, this is permission to bid a used paver for road and bridge. You wanna speak on this?
Yeah, I'd like to, looking in the future for a paver would help us a bunch than what we're presently using. It's really kind of basically ran its lifespan from what we put into it. And it works, but it's not what we really need. We need something a little bit better to do a better quality job, and be more efficient with what we do. So I'd like to see if we could try to put something together, see if we could look out there and see what we can do for bids on.
And this don't have to be new. I mean, we can
No,
get a used
it
one.
can be used.
Okay.
This would help us in the long run, probably save money if
Yeah.
we're doing some of that paving ourselves
Yeah.
on smaller.
Short stretches.
And now this is really what we're doing then. It's kinda like with Alfred, the dump trucks. We're just looking to put out a bid for used, new.
Exactly.
Just a amount that we could look at possibly purchasing a paver for the county to help us in the future. And, have a motion.
Yeah, make a motion that we give Road and Bridge permission to send out the bids for used paper.
I'll second that. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Have we approved that parks truck yet? I mean, they
Yes.
just gonna go look at it.
Yeah, we've already,
We did
But we-
contingent
My point is, did he go and inspect it the way you, it was
Yes.
contingent upon his inspection, and we're gonna get that?
yeah, we've already
We
approved.
left it hanging in the air saying it was,
Yeah.
they went and inspected, and you're gonna have to do the same thing here. If you find one,
Well, the thing is, I mean, when you go out, this allows us to bid to maybe fit the monies we have to buy something. Or if you're purchasing, we can go new, used, but we think we can accommodate the county with something used at a better price. That's what we'll do.
Right, but, and I understand what Kevin's saying, we'll do the same thing, we'll put on contingent
Yeah.
upon buying it. Well,
If we find
maybe
one.
if we find one, contingent on you inspecting and making sure it's.
or hopefully you can inspect anything that would come in for us, you know, that they're gonna submit, so that you can come and say, I've looked at it, it's what we need, or it's not what we need, or whatever, I wouldn't buy that one. That way they can take an action based upon your recommendation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll probably be getting with Linda for the specs on this and we'll put it out for bid. Okay, moving on to number 4 on the list, it'd be permission to sell used equipment on Purple Wave at Road and Bridge. You wanna speak on this any? We're just looking at stuff
Yeah.
to accumulate
We've got some stuff that's accumulated and just need to
over the years.
get rid of some of the stuff that's, get it off inventory and just, it's no longer used.
We're
Outdated.
no longer using it. We can
Yeah.
take advantage of maybe
Yeah.
putting on Purple Wave
Yep,
and we can use this money in other ways.
yes, sir.
Okay, do I have a?
I'm just making sure, we don't need to know do we need to know what they're at first before we?
Right now, you're making, I mean, you've got a few items, we're just making up a bigger list of what we can do. Yeah.
You're just asking for permission.
Permission to, you know.
Give permission to find the used equipment and sell miscellaneous equipment on the Purple Wave Road and Bridge.
I'll second that. Is there any questions?
Commissioners, this is critical because of our insurance premiums, and we might have some equipment that doesn't need to be insured, thereby maybe impacting our insurance, which
This could help us out in more ways than one.
I hope so.
Yep. I agree. I think I know this morning the guys are going over, looking at stuff's been laying. I know, I heard them talking this morning, that maybe stuff's been laying around not being used, so.
That always increases in value.
Yes, yeah.
When it sits in an open area
Yeah.
for years without being used, it just skyrockets.
Okay, so all in favor? Aye. Okay, that takes us to public comments. Anybody got any public comments? Correspondence? Anything? Okay, department report. Oh, public comments, yes, sir.
I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna need a few minutes to speak about the things that I wanna speak up on, but whenever I can have the floor, I'm ready.
Okay, come on up and state your name.
Thank you.
Yeah, just come up to the,
Come up to the mic.
State your name and address if you would for the record. And-
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Excuse me.
As long as it's not personal,
Well,
and as long as it's not personal to somebody,
well,
you speak about what you need to speak about.
thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.
What it really boils down to, is this on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And your name?
My name's Kevin Schober.
What's your address, sir?
Well, I currently use 1103 Weber Road,
Okay.
which is Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health Center.
Okay.
I have several concerns, actually. Whether they be to someone personal or not, it affects the entire county and even the region. So, I mean, that's up to you, but I have to speak on several different accounts. First of all, there's a gentleman by the name of Mark Hedrick.
And can't make it personal,
No,
just say
okay.
there's a
no
gentleman.
personal,
Okay.
just
Yeah,
your
go ahead.
issues.
Regardless, I'm living in a cult. You hear? And money is being misappropriated. It's going different places where, other than it should be. It's literally a cult. And I need that addressed. If I have to do it in private, that's fine. But there's a situation on hand. There's many of them. Look, I fight corruption. I'm the reason why there's no courthouse in Parks Mills. I've got 19 dismissed charges. When I attended the city council meeting, I had a member of Southeast Missouri with me, the wife of a city worker for more than 20 years. The mayor resigned the very next day. People were murdered in my house. All I did was go to rehab. I'll drop for anybody. If you're looking for pot, I smoke pot. I'm a hippie. What can I say? Having said that, I got credentials. I got dirt on everybody, including Proffers. It's a corporation.
Okay, go ahead.
Having said that, I fought the sex trade. I'm lucky to be alive. 10 county police officers showed up at my address at 615 West Street, where I lived out in Leadwood, and that was to rob and to murder me. Having said that, Sheriff Kreitz, last meeting, gave me a business card, shook my peer support specialist's hand and my own hand, right out there on the other side of them doors, handed me a business card and told me to call him. Now, after I left several nice messages on his answering machine, or whatever you want to call it, I told them the truth. You got about as much integrity as your predecessor, and yeah, you're a punk.
Okay, that's personal.
I'm just saying.
Is there any other issues?
Oh, yeah, there's several of them. I can go on and on and on. You really want me to?
No.
But that's
No.
okay. No, and if you want to come by anytime, our office, you're more than welcome to.
Well, what office is that?
That's the third floor county
Oh,
commissioner.
I want a card, and I want something in writing.
Yeah,
and
I'll
yeah,
give you
yeah.
one after the meeting.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's got my cell phone. Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate all of you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You
Yeah.
too. Thank you.
Go with God, He goes with you. Thank you.
All right, and go ahead. It's your meeting.
Okay, we're gonna go on to department reports. Sheriff?
Gonna be pretty short, just give you some numbers. Calls for service, we're down about 41 over the last reporting period. We're down to 385. The prior week was, or prior 2 weeks was 426, so, which that's a good thing, calls are down. Our yearly calls for service are at 14,073. And our weekly average inmate population still stands at 149. It's 126 males, 23 females, and currently in the jail, as of this morning, we had 138. Just want to mention our canines over this last reporting period, the last 2 weeks, mainly the last week. They've made a couple of very large seizures, getting guns and drugs off the street. They made a traffic stop with a large amount of methamphetamine. I'll have more details later. And also, Missouri State Highway Patrol had a pursuit. At the end of the pursuit, they requested our canine, and we recovered a firearm and a large amount of fentanyl and got that off the street. So, very proud of our canines, working hard.
Very nice.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Any questions for?
Yep. Any questions for the sheriff? Okay, thanks,
Thank you.
Jeff. Road and Bridge.
We'll start off the Berry Ridge project. They're currently working on the north and south end of the bridge, basically cleaning up all the construction debris, dressing up all the slopes, taking a while to finish up around the site. They had a fiber optic crew in last week and this week too, on the south side near Cherokee Landing, doing some fiber work there. An excavation crew is working on Turkey Creek Road in the ditch area for drainage. They ran into a little bit of rock. They're having to bust through it. A little bit of a setback, but it's going pretty well. In the project area on the south side of Berry Road, the excavated part of Berry Road out to make that where the paving contractor will tie into it with the aggregate and blacktop when they get it ready. We placed, I think it was 40, 50 tons of base rock, the contractor did, for a better transition off their concrete aprons. They did a good transition on and on to down to Cherokee. Turkey Creek are now close to dirt grade for paving contractor to come in later this month, get ready for rock and asphalt. Weather's been very good for the contractors, been making good progress. Even Capital, most of their crews, I think scattered out all over Missouri, I think 2 or 3 locations, but they was actually the only crew that worked this Friday, trying to keep on track on schedule, so they're doing pretty good with that. Later this week, have a meeting with the property owners up there. The DNS fence, they're gonna install the fence on the right of way, so we're gonna meet with some of the property owners on the north end of it. Still shooting for October 7th for a completion date. We're hoping everything goes good and everything's going to schedule. It's looking pretty good up there. Every week it seems like they're making great strides, and things are coming together, so I hope we'll get that project wrapped up in October and be ready to drive on it. I think a lot of people's been looking forward to it. As far as our road and bridge updates, both of our mowing crews are out, mowing our fall blowout, although one tractor is currently down. Had to go back to the dealer for some warranty work. Our sign department recently installed our signs that we had on Ovandagriff and Hampton. I've had a few calls back in that they welcomed that change of that intersection. It was an issue that not only one that called about it, but several other people really welcomed that change for that 4-way intersection. We installed over 220 feet of pipe on Fleming Street in the Dela Sioux area. We pulled paved areas on Kastner, Carzon, and we did quite a bit on Hillsboro. We got a little bit more to Hillsboro to finish up. We finished up installing a vent in our salt building on the north barn up our 4x12 opening. Hopefully that will create where the airflow can flow through it. We won't have any issues with that salt building anymore with blowing that tarp off it. So hopefully we're done with that. We also did drainage work on Gasconade and installed crossroad pipes on Bruni Road, approximately, I think, 80 feet there. That's basically it.
Brian, I mean, some of the questions I get on Road and Bridge, and you might explain to them, I get a lot of calls on culvert pipe, like driveways. As long as the people pay for their pipe, you will come in and install it for them, right? We'll pick it
So
up.
basically, the process to go, say Louis come to me, he's a property owner, he wants a driveway, so I'll come to him, meet with him, look at his ditch, see how much flow there is, and see what size pipe we can get put in. And, he can go to whatever place he wants, Spacewalker or Waterworks in Bonne Terre. He'll pay for the pipe, I'll do the dig right on it, and then we'll go up there to whoever he chooses, Waterworks or, Spacewalker, and we'll pick it up, install it for him, and put gravel on it.
Yeah, but I want it done tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a lot, we have a lot.
Make sure you pay for it first.
And they do, and that's what you do, right? Make sure it's paid for.
For it,
Yeah.
a lot of times, a lot of people want, they get sticker shock when they see how much these culvert pipes are now.
Yeah.
I think a 12-inch piece of pipe of metal is around $400
For a driveway.
for a drop. That's one stick, and it's usually, you're gonna use 2 sticks, and that's $400. So now we're all going to plastic pipe. They make a pipe that's flame resistant. So a lot of people put the plastic in before, and it all put their leaves down in the ditch, set it afire, so there goes their pipe up in smoke.
And that's happened a couple of times. And I think if you really look, the difference is the black pipe will burn and the gray pipe
It won't.
doesn't. If you look out on our lot, most time we order pipe, it's gray. But that was an issue where he when they would burn leaves in the fall, they would set their culvert on fire. So that did happen a lot.
Brian, do you know when the state is having their hearing down at the firehouse on D Highway?
Yeah, I know it's coming up.
It's coming up soon. You might make people aware of it, that they're between Double E and Karsh. They're wanting to widen and put turn lanes and things that affects a lot of our people that are out up off D and
I
a
think
lot of people that
Thursday,
are up off.
Thursday they're having a meeting at the firehouse about that, aren't they?
Might be.
Is that what it
It's
is?
in today's
It's in- yeah.
Farmington Press on the front page.
It was also on the Mac, or not Mac, sorry.
That area does.
So that's this week?
Yes, I'll send it out to everybody. Corbin sent it to us.
That affects a lot of our people that come in from Hillsborough
And, Chris.
and D Highway there, if
Well,
it's
the
that
school.
guy.
Then-
And the schools, and that's gonna be a major.
It's Thursday, September 4th, from 4 to 6.
And then I wanted him to explain up at our salt shed or
Thank you.
tar. At first, we were gonna put a front on it. Now, we'll send that back, right?
Yeah.
For,
We're in the process of trying to get the scent back.
and then this vent is supposed to take care of the issue he's having with the storms, the winds catching it, so.
So it, hopefully we've got enough ventilation that wind will just basically blow through it before, it's just like a big parachute that tore that whole part off. So hopefully we solved that and remedied that, problem we're having with that building. I know it's just not an isolated case, but I've been to different buildings and the whole building broke down. So we was lucky we just got off with the one section of it being blown off.
Well, and then also I was gonna ask you up there, I know before, that back gate, is it always open?
Some, on occasion it is.
I know.
If we got delivery coming in or somebody to leave it open.
Yeah.
I know we've had some issues with it.
So we have a system up there where we can lock that
Yeah.
back gate now.
Yeah. We had to leave it open a few days because we had those man lifts for them to come in and get them.
Okay.
And the meeting with MoDOT, thank you, Nick found that Thursday firehouse down here, Farmington Firehouse at 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traffic.
Thursday, right?
Okay, thanks, Brian.
Just update,
Yeah.
I've been giving talks to different organizations. Last week was Bonne Terre Chamber, and the week before was the Democratic Club. We've got Kiwanis coming up, Flatbrook Chamber next month. Getting a lot of feedback on the consolidation of the precincts.
How's that going, Kev?
Pretty good. The right wingers hate it, the left wingers hate it, so it's pretty good. We're right where I think we should be. You know, it's just people don't like change, but they didn't like that we were having it in North County because we all know they're liberal, and the college is liberal. And so obviously I've been paid off to move it to a liberal bastion of education, which, currently we voted the Baptist church, and you don't have to do an altar call or be baptized to go in there, or the armory, you don't have to join the military to vote in there. So I don't, we're not planning on using the staff, because I had to agree about being left wings people, but they're not going to function anything. We're just using the buildings. And the left wing people, we're suppressing votes. We're trying to keep people from voting. And since we had a turnout about 6% last time, I don't see how you can suppress it much. It's pretty suppressed right now. We've got to start thinking out of the box and try to get more people to vote rather than less people to vote.
Okay, and then I don't know, weekend, I guess I'm allowed to talk over the weekend holiday. I hope everybody had a good time. But I did go over to Deloche, the Labor Day picnic. They had a great weekend. I think that's the most people I ever seen at that picnic. I think the weather probably had a lot to do with it. It was nice.
You need
And
to talk
cool.
to Sherry and see if she can take care of that weather like this next year.
I
Yeah.
hope
And
so.
it would help her attendance.
Yes, it was awesome. You're right.
Great weekend. A lot of people there. I think everybody had a good time, and that was pretty good success. So, more power to them. I hope the weather's good next year.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, I know Farmington's got stuff coming up. Maybe the weather will hold out, and everything will work out well.
They
So.
got the Blues Barbecue coming up again, don't they?
Well, I was trying to hit 10:30, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. He got sharp. I'm trying to think of one more thing, maybe for you. Louis.
Can you describe the geological process of the impound of the dirt underneath the Berry Road Bridge? With the engineer not being here tonight, or today, maybe you can go ahead and explain.
Well, I'm gonna leave that to our Harold and the floodplain. Yeah, so the floodplains, I'm not in charge of floodplains right now. I haven't passed that on yet.
The sad thing about this whole thing, well, you're right, but, oh man, with the rock they found, I'm like, really? They found rock on that ledge?
I was
So-
just kidding, David.
Oh, well, I just wanna let you know that, we will probably see another change order, and I hate to say that, but, with them doing that ditch that didn't come in the grade, they're having to go down deeper, that will probably be another change, and I hate that, but.
You gotta run.
I hope they don't find
Bridget, we
another
ready?
structure.
We ready for
out
that?
there. Yeah.
Bridget,
All
go
right,
find
do
this
that.
buddy.
Okay, I think we can wrap it up here. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Oh, one more. Okay, Linda.
No, it's good, it's good. Go this way.
You don't wanna find Rhyolite? Oh, sorry.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.